everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you may be watching this. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Jessica. I created this video back in 2020 talking all about the America the Beautiful Pass, otherwise known as the National Parks Pass, and since then there have been a few updates, so I wanted to create an updated video for you as well. I want to start off by talking about the pass itself and just what exactly it is, and then we will dive into all of the changes. The America the Beautiful Pass is an annual pass that covers your entrance fee into all of the National Park managed sites, as well as sites and lands managed by 4 other agencies. It's valid for a 12-month period from when you purchase the pass to the end of that month of the following year. So because of that, I recommend trying to buy your pass towards the beginning of the month if possible, so that way you can get the most use out of your pass for the year. This is an interagency pass, meaning you can get in to all of the sites managed by the National Parks Service, like I mentioned, as well as sites managed by the Bureau of Land Management, U.S. Forest Service, Bureau of Reclamation, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. There are over 2,000 sites you're able to get into with your pass, including national parks, monuments, historical sites, forests if there's a fee, and just so many more options with all of the different agencies that help manage our public lands. I do want to mention that not all of the 2,000 plus sites have an entrance fee. However, most of the more popular and bigger sites do, so that's definitely something to look out for when you are planning your national park trip. If you're curious about where you can go with your pass near you, I have included all of the interactive maps from all of the various agencies down in the description below. I found these while I was doing research for this video and am super excited to play around with them and just get even better use out of our Parks Pass this year. You can buy your pass both in person as well as online. However, I personally recommend, and a lot of other people do as well, just buying your pass in person at the first site that you'll be at where you will have an entrance fee to pay, where most of the sites that have an entrance fee will have the option for you to buy the pass at that site as well. And a plus of that is 80% of the cost of your pass will stay with that specific park. So if there is a certain place that you love to visit and really want to make sure your funds stay with and you can support that way, I would recommend buying your pass there. I've included a resource from the National Park Service down in the description below that lists all of the sites that do have the option for you to buy your pass in person. Most of the major sites I've noticed do give you the option to purchase your pass. However, I do recommend calling ahead just to make sure that they do have the pass for you to purchase when you get there. Now let's talk about all of the different types of passes that are available within the America the Beautiful Pass and what the cost is for each. In total, there are 7 different types of America the Beautiful passes. Most people will purchase an annual pass where that's available for anyone ages 16 to 62 as well as international travelers, unless you qualify for a different type of pass. The NPS put together this helpful graphic to kind of help figure out which pass might be best for you, and I want to talk about this a little bit. There are 2 different types of passes available for military members, which is an update from my previous video. For active duty military members as well as their dependents, you are able to get an annual pass for free with proof of eligibility, so like your military ID or something to that effect. And for military veterans as well as Gold Star families, there is now a lifetime pass that is available as of 2023. Same with those, you'll just have to show your proof of eligibility, which does vary a little bit depending on what type of pass you are looking at. And then with either veteran status or if you're a Gold Star family, then you are eligible to get that lifetime pass for free. So I will include information about all of that for you down in the description below on just how exactly you can qualify for a military pass. For those with a permanent disability, you do get a lifetime pass for free, and this does also come with some additional benefits for you as well that we'll talk about in just a minute. While you do have to have a permanent disability to qualify for the Access Pass, this isn't limited to just physical disabilities. According to the FAQs on the USGS website, a permanent disability is a permanent physical, mental, or sensory impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities. I've included a link down in the description below that has all of the information you may need when it comes to qualifying for the Access Pass. Now let's move on to talking about some age-related passes. All 4th graders and 10-year-olds, including those that are homeschooled, are eligible for the Every Kid Outdoor program, which provides a voucher for a free annual National Parks Pass. This pass is valid from September of the technical school year to August of the following year, providing you the year of access to the pass so that the whole family can get outdoors and just explore our national parks and public lands around us. I, of course, have a link down in the description talking all about this program and how exactly you can get the voucher for your 10-year-old this year. Permanent residents over the age of 62 are eligible for the Senior Pass, which has both an annual as well as a lifetime option. This used to be known as the Golden Age Pass, which is no longer being sold. However, it is still valid if you do have one. And if you do have one and would like to exchange it for a lifetime pass, you are able to do so at any of the sites that have the passes available for purchase in person. With the Senior Pass, in addition to covering entrance fees, it also provides a few other benefits, just like the Access Pass, which, like I mentioned, we'll talk about next. Lastly, let's chat about the Volunteer Pass. So if you volunteer for any of the 5 agencies for 250 hours or more over the course of, I believe it's a 12-month period, you are eligible for a free volunteer pass. So this is a great way, in my opinion, to both give back to our parks and our public lands while also being able to just get the most out of them and enjoy them with your pass after you have volunteered. I was able to find a website that has all of the current up-to-date volunteer opportunities. I will, of course, leave that down in the description for you. Some parks and regions do have their own annual passes that may be worth it for you to purchase if you find yourself frequenting just that one park or one area. However, if like myself you find yourself frequenting more than one park in a 12-month period, I would definitely recommend going the route of just purchasing the interagency pass, where that is going to provide you a much better value than just the annual pass for one specific park, for example. I've kind of touched on it so far throughout this video, but let's talk about what exactly is included with your Parks Pass. With this pass, it covers your entrance fee to over 2,000 sites nationwide, including the U.S. territories. I've noticed most parks charge per vehicle, so in that case, your pass will cover the pass holder and anyone else inside the vehicle. However, at parks that do charge per person, the pass is good for the pass holder as well as up to 3 other adults over the age of 16, where any kid 15 and younger is always free. Like I've kind of touched on, some of the passes like the Senior Pass and Access to Pass do provide you additional benefits. With these passes, you can get discounts on camping, boat launch fees, interpretive services, and a few other things depending on the park. This discount is only good for things from like recreation.gov as well as like the national park managed sites and things like that. These discounts typically are not available for any of the like third-party concessionaires that may be in the park offering services as well. For a full list of the benefits that are available with both the Senior and Access Pass, I of course have that down in the description for you. I have a few other things that I wanted to talk about with the pass that didn't really fit into anything that we've talked about so far, so I just decided to create its own category in terms of just other things that you may want to know when it comes to getting your National Parks Pass. If you do lose your pass, there is no way to track that back to you unless you put your address on it. So I have seen recommendations to put an address label on there so that hopefully it'll be sent back to you, because if it is lost, there is no way for you to replace it. You will have to purchase another pass. Now, if your pass is damaged, however, and you still have your pass, you are able to go in person to any of the sites that have the pass available and they will swap that out for you. At most parks with an entrance fee, you are required to display your pass in some way, shape, or form. So most of these parks will have a little hanger that you can get to hang up on your rear view mirror and display your pass that way. However, if you are in like a motorcycle or an open top Jeep and don't have that option, you are also able to get a window decal that you can stick on your front window to display your pass that way. If you are walking or biking into a park with your pass, it will cover the pass holder as well as up to 3 adults, just like if they were charging per person. And the last thing that I do want to mention here is that just like it doesn't cover any like camping or boating fees, this does not also cover any sort of parking fees or timed entry fees that some parks have started including. Now let's talk about the real reason that you clicked on this video. What's changing for 2024? Starting January 1st of this year, all America the Beautiful passes will only have the option for 1 signature line instead of 2 like they have had historically. According to NPS.gov, this change is necessary to address issues of consistency with other interagency passes, fraudulent misuse, and allow for increased program flexibility. So this pass will still include your entry fee for 1 private vehicle or up to 4 adults over the age of 16. However, there is a change of how this is going to be handled with motorcycles. In an effort to standardize how motorcycles are treated with all interagency passes, the America the Beautiful pass is now good for the pass holder as well as any passengers that may be on the motorcycle. So if, for example, you and your spouse are driving 2 separate motorcycles, you will now each need your own National Parks pass. I'm not gonna lie, this change is a bit frustrating to me, where my husband and I have always shared our pass historically and haven't always been with each other. However, with a lot of misuse that has been out there, I do unfortunately see where they're coming from with this change. So that is it, a little short sweet video for you guys today, just talking all about the America the Beautiful pass and what's changing with that in 2024. I hope this video was helpful for you and that you learned something new about the pass. If you did enjoy today's video, I would appreciate it if you would like this video and share it as well. That would help my channel out tremendously with getting it in front of more people that may enjoy this video. If you do have any questions about the America the Beautiful pass or any of the options, leave them down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them for you, or at least point you in the right direction of where you can find your answer. And if you are interested in traveling the world and building your dream life, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so that way you don't miss any of my future videos. I hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you guys on Friday with my next video. Bye!